Hey guys, here's the video I promised you for applying quadratics, okay? Producers for a Broadway musical notice that increasing ticket prices can generate more revenue, but only up to a certain point. At $50 per ticket, the expected revenue is $38,250. At $100 per ticket, the expected revenue is $49,500. At $135 per ticket, the expected revenue is $39,150. Okay? Then it asks what quadratic function can be used to relate the ticket price and the expected revenue. So they've started a table over here for you. So if the ticket price is $50, they've told you that the expected revenue is $38,250. At $100 per ticket, the expected revenue is $49,500. And the last ticket price that they let you know is $135, and the expected revenue there is $39,150. Okay? So there's several ways we can find the quadratic function here at this point. First of all, you can use a matrix. This is mostly like Quadratic Quest, the worksheet that we did a couple times ago. Okay? A matrix can be used to solve a quadratic for A, B, and C. Okay? So you take these 3 points, like we had up in our table, and you substitute the x value for the x value in the standard form of a quadratic. Okay? So that's why they have A times 50 squared plus B times 50 plus C equals 38,250. Okay? Again, same thing here. 100 squared, because that's x, 100 squared times A, plus B times 100 plus C equals 49,500. So the simplified simplified version of that is 10,000, because 100 squared is 10,000, 10,000 A, plus 100 B plus C is 49,500. Okay? The last one, that would be A times 135 squared plus B times 135 plus C equals 39,150. And the simplified version of that would be 135 squared, which is 18,225A, plus 135B plus C equals 39,150. Okay? So we take our coefficients and put them into a coefficient matrix here. Okay? These are all the numbers, the 2,500, the 100,000. That's what 135 squared is, just in case you're worried about that. 50, 100, and 135. 50, 100, 135. 1, 1, and 1. And then all of our y values here. Okay? We used reduced row echelon form, like we used last chapter when we were solving systems of equations. And this is the answer matrix that we get out. Okay? So that means A is negative 6.126. It means B is 1,143.908. And C would be negative 3,630.252. So that our function is ax squared plus bx plus c, b being 1143.908 x plus negative 3630.252. And that's the function we can use to do whatever we need to do with this problem. Now, all it is asking right now is what's the function. It could be asking you to predict a ticket price. It could be asking you to predict a revenue based on a ticket price, things like that. But that's the actual function. Okay. The other way is the regression, and we talked a little bit about this in class today. And I want to show you how to do it in your calculator. Okay. So first thing I want you to do is go home, and we need to start a new document. Okay. If you want to save anything, now's the time. We don't, or at least I don't. Okay. We want to go to Lists and Spreadsheet and enter. And I need my A column, of course, like earlier, is going to be my ticket price. So I'm going to call that ticket. T-I-C-K-E-T. and hit enter. And notice that, remember, when it is not italics anymore, it's actually saved that name as a variable. And this is going to be our expected revenue. So I'm going to use revenue, R-E-V-E-N-U-E, revenue. Okay, and hit enter again. Now I'm going to come over here to my X column. The three values that I have for my expected revenue are 50 and 100 and 135. And the three values that I have for my revenue, I think I said, I don't know what I said. These are my ticket values. My three values I have for my revenue are 38,250, 49,500, and 39,150. Okay? Now, I learned something new today. Remember, I asked you guys to go home and find it. I also looked for it because I figured that's also part of my job, but that's okay. What I figured out through conversations and through some videos on YouTube is that from this page, don't create a data and spreadsheet. I mean, you can, or data and statistics. You can. That's fine, especially if you need a visual representation of the function. But watch this, okay? From this cell, from C1 right here, from here, press Menu and choose Statistics. Right down here, Statistics. Okay. We need to statistics calculations, and look at number 6, quadratic regression. Okay. Now, it has some weird looking things here. I don't want you to get freaked out about this. What was our X value? Well, our X value is ticket prices, so if I press that middle button, that click button, it's going to say, oh, well, these are the two that we have stored for you, so we want to choose ticket. Okay? And then tab. The next one, the Y value, well, that's what we had for revenue, so click that middle button and choose revenue. Okay? Now, this is the important part, and this is the part I've actually been trying to figure out all day, but that's okay. I figured it out. It's going to save my regression equation to f of 1. That means I don't have to write it down and copy it into a graph. It's going to save it for me already there. Okay? So tab, 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 tab. Now, it's also saying where is it going to put it, and I definitely don't want it in A or B, so just make sure that you have highlighted C like we said, or even D, because it doesn't matter where we put it as long as it's not A or B. Okay, so tab down to OK, and so over here it's telling me, I went ahead and skipped that C column, see how it started in D1. I'm using a quadratic regression, and here is my A, my B, and my C. Now, keep in mind, we already knew those were the answers because we've already done this with matrices, but this is a really nice way to check it. The other thing that I want you to notice, and this is really important for us in Algebra 2, is that if I go Control Doc, and add a graph page at this point, notice how it's already on f of 2. If I go up f of 1, and my parabola is already in there. Okay, obviously I can't see it right now because it has a y-intercept of, what is it, negative 3,000 something. Okay, so clearly I'd have to make my window bigger to be able to see it, but if I do Control T to get my table to come up, sorry, I need to press enter. Okay, so I can actually see part of it right here. Now, if I press Control T to get my table to come up, I have X values that I can look for, and I have Y values that I can look for. So if we have a ticket price and we're trying to find an expected revenue, we can go find it now. Okay, I think that was great. I thought that was great when I finally figured it out. So I hope you guys think it's great, and I hope you'll remember. If not, just ask me tomorrow, and I can show you real quick. Okay, I hope you have a great day.